Looks a little bit nicer.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, capture card setups definitely matter a ton. We've never seen a player playing on a CRT webcam in black and white win a tournament race, so can confirm 100%. Although we are getting on into this one. Runnosh, the king of kebab, showing off his stuff there as we got GNC. Again, not super familiar with this player, but apparently has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, so we'll see if any of those come out here in the race. I was seeing some crazy stuff in the warm-ups. I was seeing some, like, triple jump, wall kick dives off the Womp King in order to get Owlus. Just some, like, really bizarre strats I've never seen before. So I don't think we're going to see any here, but I don't know. Could be in for some surprises.
Yeah, I do. In the past, Runnosh, he's struggled with races. You know, the mentality, he's really struggled with it. So hopefully, if he makes a little mistake, he can keep on going. As GNC misses Lakitu skip.
A bit of a rough start for GNC, but not a huge deal. Gonna be heading on, and we'll see if the strat is to go for no LBLJ, which it is. So we see a double no LBLJ route, which I don't know. It's kind of an interesting decision when you're down by like a minute on the PV scale. It's really easy to think in your mind like, all right, I just got to go for LBLJ. You know, you kind of need that extra 30 seconds. You need to have the potential for that, you know, just time boost from the extra strat time save. But GNC just opting to play a straight up game here against Runnosh. See if it plays off.
Yeah, always good to have, like, not have to worry about a route change. You know, it's we know these runners where they are, rather than having to wait for the routes to converge around HMC. So much easier to watch.
Yeah, much easier for the stats team as well. We've been discussing because we're trying to get a stats page set up for the main tournament brackets. But one of our biggest issues is like there's so much route variation in 16 star. You know, even in 70 star, it's like very minimal stuff. Like, you know, CCM 17 versus CCM 18. Nobody's really going for HMC early anymore. As Runnosh with a little bit of a janky-ish lineup there to Owlus, giving GNC an opening.
Yeah.
And a first try Owlus from GNC.
Okay, good. It is rough when you miss that first Owlus, and you know you can just commit to it and just keep missing it over and over again. Had to really get it second try to not really get into your own head.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Runnosh's lineup for Owlus like stresses me out. I think I didn't really realize it until earlier today when I was watching his stream, but like just seeing him line up so far to the right and kind of like wiggle to the left in the air is kind of stressful. But grabbing that texture setup as GNC has to back up to Wild Blue here.
Yeah, so both runners making little mistakes, but you know, hopefully GNC can get past this miss Callanless. Obviously, it's a bit scarier once you've already got the backup Wild Blue.
So GNC heading back up to Cannonless. Runnosh gonna grab that Wild Blue, no Wild Blue meltdown, which is always good to see. As GNC opting to skip any sort of flank push, but we'll be doing the full sock folder. Ooh.
Oh, he's really unsure.
Okay.
Oh, this is not a nice feeling.
Yeah, going for sock folder and then backing up to a texture.
It is not nice. It's not nice when you readjust that much, because if you miss, then it hurts even more.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you might as well have just gone for texture. I mean, the entire sock folder sort of pointless at that point. It's like extra steps.
Yeah, Runnosh did get fence clip on the way to a Big Daddy Womp, so saving a little bit of time on movement.
Yeah, about one fight ahead here in terms of the Womp fight for Runnosh. It'll be interesting to see here how the Tower Star goes. For me, the Tower Star is honestly like the scariest star in Womps. I don't know why. Like, when you're doing like a normal triple jump up the slope here, it's okay, but when you go for this fence clip into like the slide kick into the triple jump, I don't know, it's just so precise. Obviously it gets comfy to an extent, but when you're first learning that strat, it is like I don't know. It was harder for me than Owlless or Canonless to get anywhere
Yeah, I
close to
think-
consistent.
I think a lot of people kind of underestimate it because you kind of mess it up, but you can kind of back it up relatively quick, as GNC is gonna show us. Maybe.
Oh yeah, so
Maybe.
we've seen players have this issue quite a bit in the tournament where
Oh,
you know you want to be wall kicking kind of on the wall, like sort of towards the left side of the wall, but if you're too far into the corner, a lot of times you can get a wall kick in the wrong direction, which makes that backup quite a bit harder.
yeah. Yeah, Runnosh opting to go for the safer wall kicks will work, was practicing it a bit before the race and wasn't having much luck, you know. No harm in doing this in a race situation. Be a bit safer rather than get a death. But it's things like this that if GNC goes for the more advanced movement and tricks, you know, he can make up this lost time. As he's going for it.
Oh,
The
okay.
advanced wall kicks.
Yeah, really close to the edge there on that lineup, but very confident, getting that nice camera turn in there. A little bit of slowdown, but definitely saving a chunk of time over
Yeah.
Runnosh. Especially considering the fact that Runnosh had some slip-ups on that intermediate wall kick strat as well.
Yeah, GNC with the patent pending Menace camera. Love to see it. Much easier for RTA.
I don't know.
But you
I'm
can
looking at that camera and I'm like, I don't know, it looks harder, but I've never tried it, so I guess I can't dog it yet.
Yeah, it's quite helpful because you can actually see the wall that you're kicking off. So it just makes it more of a... It's also kind of a visual and audio cue for the actual wall kick.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I was literally... So we were in Runnosh's chat earlier, and Menace was trying to like coach Runnosh through it and tell him how to do it, and I was literally preparing to type like, how on the hell is this easier? And then I saw Runnosh get it like 3 times in a row without like practicing, and I was like, okay, maybe. Really easy to like look at like Mario strats or like suggestions and be like, that's dumb, and then you try it and you're like, alright, maybe it's not so dumb.
Yeah, Runnosh, I think he didn't mess up anything earlier, so...
I think we had some messed ups.
Ah,
We're
okay,
waiting
yeah,
quite a
sorry,
bit of time
yeah.
here, going for that normal cycle. Can't remember
Oh.
exactly what we did, but had a bit of slowdown earlier. I think we ledge grabbed on the elevators or something. As GNC
Alright.
looking pretty hot here, my personal opinion. Oh my god.
Oh,
Absolutely
okay, yeah.
risking it. Oh
Oh,
no!
the red coin!
Missing the red coin, not gonna grab a
Oh.
smooth Obshig there, but we'll
Yeah,
be backing it up nicely. No deaths so far, so can't be too upset about it.
GNC scaring me right now. So this Runnosh with a Bowser dance. Yeah, GNC not too far behind though, you know, it's making up little bits of time. There's an 8:20 key grab from Runnosh.
Oh, and a toss in the
Oh.
complete wrong direction from GNC. Unfortunate stuff. Going for the right bomb, though. We saw some players yesterday, or singular player, I can't remember who it was, going for a different bomb on Bowser 1, and I was so confused.
And maybe they know something we don't know.
Possibly. Some sort of new wave strategy, perhaps. You see Runnosh here entering the basement. Be heading into SSL first, allegedly. Though we have seen some Lava Land first.
Yeah, Runnosh with around 35-second lead currently. Most of these strats from here on are quite comfy. You know, if you're not doing things like pillarless and you haven't got too much to mess up.
I don't know, a lot of
Still,
no LBLJ runners
Still-
nowadays have like this, I don't know, you're going for the safer strats, you're not going for the crazy LBLJ stars, but people are like, I gotta save 2 seconds to go for side hop. Or like, I gotta add in Tama Plus, and it's like, I mean, you can, sure, it's totally fine. But, I mean, I don't know, at that point, I feel like LBLJ is the way to go. Oh, and GNC taking a quicksand death.
very rough. Hopefully he can come back from this.
That is
Yeah,
a
it's
rough...
Runnosh just taking this lead even further. There we go, GNC manages to get the Talon Star without being devoured by the sand.
Yeah, the sand does get quite hungry. Alright, just loaded up with that spaghetti and lasagna, looking like a tasty snack, but managing to avoid that fate for now. As Runnosh heads over to HMC, and we'll see how that treats him. Again, like you were saying, pretty easy stars here. Probably the hardest part is talking to Toad, which fantastic Toad talk.
Incredible.
That
Will
was...
really get the good star grab.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
As GNC with that
doing
fancy wall kick there.
particle. You know, he's styling. He's styling.
Getting ready for the Swagvitational, perhaps. Unfortunately, grabbing a burn there to start things out. Not a huge deal. But definitely suboptimal as Runnosh opting for that left side, playing a little bit dangerous. Does nail it.
Yeah. Did opt to not go for the dive though, so even going for a bit of a more a harder strat in a way, not risking it with the dive. He got that dive and bonks. That's a death basically.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about the left side movement is that if you don't feel like you have quite the right angle to go for that dive, or you're just not high enough or whatever, you can definitely just go for the ledge grab. It's a lot more lenient.
Yeah.
Okay, the speed punch coming out from Runnosh there.
If he nailed that, that'd look great. It looked like he meant it. GNC very close to missing that final long jump.
You go for that right side. I love to see it. I don't know if you're a left side or a right side enjoyer, but right side gang is celebrating right now as GNC made that look easy, and it was pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of left side, really, personally, but that's just because it felt easier.
Yeah, I gotta say, adding an unnecessary triple wall kick jump dive into the route is 100% easier, but moving on to the 30-star door. Runnosh making that look easy there as GNC gets nailed by a boulder here.
Not even the best day, GNC. And then another star missing the ground pound. Kind of annoying. You don't like it when that happens. Yeah, Runnosh gonna go for a normal back sub. Nothing fancy here. It's GNC inspecting every wall.
Gotta make sure that fire's real. I mean, it looks a bit fake. It's a bit suspect, as the kids would call it.
A little bit sussy, as they say.
That is true. A lot of people don't consider that. When Mario's booty is on fire, he runs so fast. Like, we gotta look into that, like, especially on, like, Talon. I mean, that fire's right there all the time.
Damn. Oh,
and
he gets the glitchy wall kick, though.
And you can run up slopes with fire on your booty. Like, that's something to consider.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to know about the running on slopes. It can save you in certain situations.
Okay, Runnosh gaming right now, looking like an early cycle perhaps. We need to get this triple jump. Nice. Definitely a hard thing to deliver if you're behind and your opponent just got fast cycle and fire seed, but Runnosh taking quite a few burns here. The amp is dangerous. Oh, another burn from Runnosh. Runnosh, do not get amped. Okay, Runnosh making it past the amp guard. Getting the heart. All good. Double burn strat.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, it was one of those fire strats. We were just talking about that. It's just a fire strat.
Yeah.
It might look like time loss, but it's all intentional.
Yeah, new lava boost just dropped. Kind of crazy.
Alright, so GNC here. Oh, looking like we were gonna be on
Oh,
decent
Bruno's
pace.
trying these new
Oh,
lava boost
what?
strats.
GNC is cracked, getting the nutty backup pole glitch, but unfortunately not really making it work. I mean, this isn't gonna get us anywhere, but it was damn cool. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of blew me away. I don't know how that worked. You're
Oh
getting
my
stuck in the
God.
sarcophagus, and it's a slow death as well. Oh, GNC, it was so beautiful. Both getting thrown out of Fire
Bruno's
Sea in
getting-
a bit of a different fashion. Oh.
This is what I meant about GNC. I know he does some of these funky strats. He plays around with things, so I knew we'd get a little surprise from him, at least. Eating up a bit of lag there, and getting the first eat, unluckily.
Yeah, I
Talking
mean,
to the Goomba.
we'll have to see how these BLJs go for Runnosh. Of course, it looks like we have a pretty fat lead, but BLJs have been known to cut minutes of extra time to runners, but that one looks good to me.
Just clean, straight
Yeah.
through.
It almost looked for a second like you might have hit the door frame, but luckily not the case. Getting it up the stairs. And the second staircase should be no problem. So, commentator eats his words, getting completely obliterated on the first few volleys, but we do make it up there eventually as PNC has entered the Bowser 2 fight.
Yeah, and they Runnosh on a 17 4x pace about now. So
Oh my goodness.
definitely quite a fast run. And I mean, if he pulls that off, he's got to be happy. You know, just basically tie in your opponent's PB. That's kind of the best you can really do. You would hope to win with that type of time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely it puts a mental boon on your sort of gamer energy if you just make it so your opponent has to PB to win. Makes it incredibly unlikely that that would happen, but we've seen it before, even with players with PBs like 17, 16s. They're not out of the question.
Yeah, Runnosh taking his time with the movement, not going through his normal left side, and just opting for the wooden planks. Still capable of getting a high 17. GNC has got a hope for a real Mario meltdown by Runnosh right now.
And one throw for Runnosh here to start things off in the Bowser fight. Looking pretty nice as PNC struggling on those BLJs. Second throw is good. Needs one more. And the regrabs are pretty good too, so... Ooh, nice. Ooh, yeah, okay.
Okay, I was certain I was going to hit him.
It was one of those where it's like you feel like it's going to hit, but I don't know. It's like it's just a feeling. You never know for sure.
There you go. GNC's through the door. So he makes his way onto the BLJs as Runnosh gets a 17.53. Very respectable run in a race.
Definitely a fantastic performance for Runnosh as he goes AFK to use the little gamer's room, presumably. GNC still stuck on these stairs. We'll see if there is a finish here.
Yeah, I think perhaps he's watching the race and knows he's possibly lost.
Yeah, it looks to me like GNC is going to take a break here just to get set for the next one.
Always a shame, really, when a runner doesn't finish their race, but I can understand at the same time why you'd want to just stop.
Oh.
Hey.
All right.
I think maybe I gave a little bit of motivation. Because yeah, GNC with the redemption arc gonna show us a brilliant bits right now. Okay. Oh.
No, Menace. Why did you do that to him? What the heck?
Just
what did GNC do to you?
I was hoping it would help his confidence, to be honest, Well, that was one-handed. Okay, we'll give you that.
Wait, is GNC the one that does the one-handed runs? Do we? Somebody told me. I don't think it was GNC.
I believe there's GNC, there's Madware.
Yeah, it's Madware. Anybody's doing this game in one hand is absolutely nuts.
I tried it. The first thing I went to one-handed was BLJs, and I just couldn't do it.
How do you even hit Z and A and the stick at the same time?
It's
Like,
I don't. Yeah, you'd think me using my nose would make it easier, but it did not.
I think that's cheating. I don't think that. I mean, one hand, one nose. I guess that could be a
No,
category.
it's fine as long as it's just one hand touching. As long as you're not using both hands, you're fine. Very good in the Mario community, helping out and doing a category for the less able.
Absolutely. All right, looks like both players about ready here. Devil Nose BLJ. Yeah, that's a strat.
Oh
I've never
god,
seen that
that
one
would
placed on, but
that'd be way too intimate. I think.
I don't know. I mean,
I mean, yeah, Sarah, and
grab
if you
a homie, you know.
yeah, no, I mean, okay, both runners seem to be ready. We've got the countdown underway. And yeah, GNC definitely capable. You know, showing us a few fancy little strats. You know, showing what he's made of. Definitely has the skill to take a game off Runnosh, or even two.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still hung up on that backup pole glitch. That was sick.
Crazy.
I've never really seen like quite that aggressive of a backup pole glitch in my life, and
Mario.
I don't know. GNC
He was on a
just-
mission.
He's played some Mario gameplay before, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not something you do by fluke. You know, it's obviously
Oh, yeah.
something he's aware of. You know.
He's entered Fire Sea a few times. That's true.
I'd be interested to see if they both stick to the no LBLJ.
I would not be surprised to see GNC bust out the LBLJ here. It's a bit of a risk, but like, you just came off of a game where you're like quite far behind in an LBLJ route. I mean, your brain can be in either one of two places. You know, I need to make up some extra time, or I just need to, you know, try better at what I just did and try to mess up less, because obviously not showing off quite the best of his abilities there.
A repeat of the last race. Runnosh hitting Lac 2 as GNC talks to our little friend with a camera.
Oh my gosh. Somebody uses the racers command right as I'm editing it. Dang it. I was even just gonna plug it right now. That hurts my soul.
Oh no.
I thought I got away with it. I literally thought about it after the game. I was like, I didn't change the commands. And I was like rushing to go fix them. But yeah, do go follow the runners. If you play SMO, you watch SMO, definitely don't be shy to watch Hey They're Cool or Stravos. These are two fantastic SMO runners we had on yesterday. But yeah, do support the racers in the tournament. Is much appreciated. Some of these gamers don't get near the recognition that they deserve or support in the community, so always like to point as many people as possible there.
Right, let's see. Runnosh had a bit of problem on Aulus on the first race. Maybe he opts not to go for it, but I'm wrong. GNC did struggle with Cannonless in the last race to see if they can sort this out. Yep, Runnosh nailing the Aulus. A little bit of a shaky setup, really. GNC.
Yeah. So
Straight for the Womp King.
Like I was saying before, there's like two things you could go for here. Either I'm gonna go crazy and try to go for all the nuttiest strats I know, or I'm gonna try to play super safe and make everything work out and play a lot cleaner than I did before. And going for Womp King here, either we had a mental fluke and we forgot which star we should go for first, or we're planning on taking the Owl, which obviously playing in that second option.
Yeah. Runnosh did hit Canalus first time. The two harder stars that you can easily get in your head in Womps sorted for Runnosh. GMC might not even have to do either of them. Well, we'll see what he does.
Oh, and
Uh,
oh, that's a rough. I don't know even what we were going for there, to be quite honest. Okay, we're going for Owlus now. So yeah, maybe just a mental fluke. Maybe commentators just reading a little bit too much into the gameplay here, and that is a rough second star here in Womps for GNC.
but he nails the wild blue. Insane. Just take away that backup though for him. I don't think he's attempted Canalus yet, so that could be a bit rough.
Yeah, I mean, having to select the first star, especially when tower is not collected, isn't the biggest deal. You just gotta remember. Obviously, doing the stars with the tower up is certainly possible. It just makes it quite a bit unnecessarily.
Nice.
Oh my god, that scared the hell
Very
out
nice,
of me.
quick. It was a very nice quick turn from GMC on that island. That was quite spicy.
If anybody wants to jump scare the commentators, go ahead and go follow Runnosh, because apparently he forgot to disable those alert notifications. I literally thought there was someone behind me. I was like, what is that screaming sound?
Yeah, Runnosh already making it out with a 4:48 exit. Pretty damn fast. Oh my god. I should not getting the PSA about muted alerts for races, but you know what? It's fine.
I haven't heard quite enough yet, I don't think. I think we need to get more follows for our friends here. Make sure to follow GNC as well, regardless of the fact that he did not break the rules and leave the alerts on.
GNC did take a death. I don't know how, but he did. Oh, missing the dive. Yeah, Runnosh taking a very safe, path in this race as well as last race. I think he's got a game plan. Don't bother with the harder strats and just do what's safe. Less likely to mess up and lose time.
Yeah, so GNC falling behind here, headed over to CCM. See what the wall kick strats are. Always an important thing to keep an eye on. I'm not sure what the relevance of that number is. I see it on a lot of Mario runners' names. Must be some sort of Mario reference of some kind. I don't know. I haven't played many of the new Mario games, so I'm not hip with the kids,
Oh, there we go. GNC nailing. I say nailing. It was a bit scary, to be honest, those wall kicks. But I thought it was going to fall off, but he still got it. Little bit of time save, But as this is 16 star, and we always say there's a lot of things that can go wrong and burn a lot of time.
Yeah, and Dark World is definitely one of those places. I mean, it's one of those stages that you're like, man, I'm consistent to this stage. I get it all the time. Shig Cycle is free. Then all of a sudden you're missing Shig Cycle. Then all of a sudden you're missing a red coin. Then all of a sudden you're dead. And yeah, it can definitely lose you quite a bit. Because if you die late in this stage, it's like 40 seconds to a minute time loss. Not a good point to be in if you're a speedrunner.
Really? Yeah, I think that's Runnosh made it through there, unless he has a proper meltdown right here. Opting to take the stairs. GNC struggling with that. bit of movement towards the first set of cork boxes, or whatever you call them.
Yeah, I think they're cork boxes.
Okay.
I straight up, when I first heard about all boxes, I straight up thought it was all cork boxes, and I was like, how do they break the ones in like Dark World? Like, you gotta break them and die and then reload the level. Like, it's inefficient.
Yeah. That camera was a bit scary. GNC looked like jumping back on himself, but made it work.
Oh my gosh, that dive over the pipe was a little bit scary. Could have definitely fallen in there with a little bit of a worse angle, but we're into the Bowser fight and soon on to the basement where Runnosh is currently. Holding on to that lead, similar like we had last race, but definitely not insurmountable.
Yeah. Ah, GNC. Oh no. GNC missing the first throw again, just diving around Bowser.
Yeah, and I think one of the key factors playing into this here is, I was talking to Runnosh before the game and stating that he was going to try to, quote, PB so that he could go to sleep sooner. And I think we're seeing that here. I think we're definitely seeing the, you know, the desire to rest playing a factor into the gameplay.
It can really help motivate you.
Subscriber.
Runnosh getting a sub during the race, you know, having fun, currently with a lead and making that cash money.
Yeah, I mean, on that note, you might as well subscribe to Speedrun too while you're at it. Whoever's subscribing to Runnosh, I mean, come on, we're putting on this content for you, like, come on.
And you can get some fancy emotes, you know.
Yeah, you got the
really
speed, you got some SMO emotes you'll probably never use because you're
I'm a fan of the GSA sync emote. I think that's
the best one, honestly.
Easily the best emote.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone's got to let that sink in. Runnosh talking to Toad, not beating him up. Do not condone violence.
Terrifyingly close to entering the pyramid there is GNC, but making it up to the top. Gonna be heading over to LLL as Runnosh is already deep into HMC. Got a couple of stars to collect here, of course. Be rolling rocks and emergency exit unless we completely have some sort of mental meltdown and go for triple box jump. But highly doubt it.
Toasty subbing to the speedrun channel.
Yo, let's go. Just goes to show that shilling for the channel does work. 100%.
It really does.
We do appreciate it. Subscriptions do go towards producing more fantastic events and all that good stuff.
If someone's saying, like, is this race even fair? To be fair, this is actually one of the closer matchups with PBs during this 16-star Open so far. There's been quite a few matches where people have had 15s and going against people with over 20 minutes. So it's definitely a very close matchup compared to some other games.
Yeah, considering the fact that this is the round one of a qualifier of a tournament where we accepted literally every person that signed up and got over 100 signups. Yeah, I would say this is a pretty fair match. But some people could disagree, for sure. I mean, we could find literally the exact same people and race their mirror images against each other in order to have a more exciting experience, but I think it's fun to see, you know, different players of different skills going up against each other and having that opportunity for the upset. Because when it does happen, and we've already had a couple in this tournament, it can be very exciting.
It's magical. So yeah, Runnosh, about, just having a quick look, about 8 seconds off his PB with this current pace.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think another thought process behind the 3-person racing thing in Pokemon Red is a lot of people, you know, there's a lot more chance for the runs just completely dying in that game. Like, if you just get terrible RNG and just get, like, knocked out by a gym leader, like, 4 times in a row or whatever. We are in here to Fire Sea. Looking like a clean early cycle for Runnosh so far. Needs to make it work here on the ending movement, but probably not the harder movement. Although we saw him going for a side flip here. Let's see if he goes for that again. He does. Oh, okay. A little bit scary.
Yeah, ledge grabbing both times, but still making it up there. And managing to move down the left side. Definitely just playing very consistent. I know he's using safer strats than he normally would, but for a race, that's probably one of the best ways to play. As GNC would have had to have possibly pulled out a few more riskier strats to try and make up. Which really does make the race a little bit harder for GNC in that aspect.
Alright, so heading up here into BLJ's. Runnosh looking pretty hot on the BLJ's last race. Can he do it again? It's really easy to get, you know, one set of volley of BLJ's in your first race and be like, alright, I can do this. This is fine. This is easy. And then you come in race 2, and all of a sudden it's just a complete BLJ meltdown. But we'll see if that happens. Runnosh, pretty nice lineup here. Kind of a wonky camera, but starting at the edge of the stairs, which is definitely what you want to do.
Yeah, give you that. Ooh,
Okay.
I think that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever.
Catching rather late, a little bit of a like early half catch and then adding on to the speed towards the top of the staircase there to wrap things up.
GNC did hit early cycle Fire Sea as well, so definitely playing quite well still for GNC. Oh. Runnosh failing the speed kick there.
Inexcusable. Oh, going around Runnosh, possibly having to get his gamer card revoked here. I don't know about this one. I'm gonna have to have a discussion with him in the post-game interview on that. Oh! And the rollouts. Oh, what was that bonk? That was like a weird bonk.
That was a bit unfair.
Yeah, alright. I guess that's penalty enough. Can keep the gamer card.
Yeah.
Game punished him enough.
Yeah, Runnosh really going for the safer strats. Is he gonna... okay, I thought for a minute he was gonna wait for the moving platform. Or as you call it, Serenade, the carpet.
Yeah, it's a magic carpet. A flat object that moves sideways, it floats. You gotta use your imagination with 64 games, especially early ones.
Yeah, true. This is a kid's game, we have to remember.
Is it though? It's E for everyone, okay? I'm not buying into the whole Mario is a kid's game concept. I've never been in that stage, Simar. I'm a 16-star runner. I have no idea what a rainbow ride is, or sorry, an RR is.
RR.
That is definitely one of my pet peeves, is listening to someone talk about the game and saying RR instead of rainbow ride. It literally is harder. But anyways, Runnosh here going to grab the last throw. Looking for a victory in this game number 2 as GNC flies up the stairs, but too little too late as Runnosh is going to be wrapping things up in this game number 2 and moving on to the next round of matches.
Yeah,
Breaks in the chat for our gamer Runnosh. We will watch GNC hopefully finish this race out and get at least something on the board here to wrap things up.
Yeah, it's Runnosh for 17:30, you know.
Yeah,
20 seconds
some sort of time. 36 it looks like. I had to go look at the archives.
possibly a retime for a 1735. You know, possible.
Yeah, we might have to. I mean, it's close.
As GNC did take a tumble, and I think that's sadly it for GNC.
No, GNC. I mean, I can respect it. Some people like to, you know, finish out their races in a tournament setting, but when you're having a hard time, you're taking a couple falls. Not everybody wants to finish, and that is a-okay with me.
Yeah, right. I mean, GNC still played very well. I mean, he did surprise us with that pole glitch in the first race, so I still can't really get over that.
Yeah, that pole glitch was nuts.
But Runnosh did win, mainly with consistency, you know. Opting out from some of the harder strats that can cause a death.
Yeah, working on getting Runnosh in the booth here, but GNC already in the waiting room. How are you doing, GNC? How are you feeling about your performance today?
Yeah, I think I did okay. Runnosh was just faster than me. He has the better time. He played better, but I can't be disappointed in how I played.
I am inviting random people to the furry Minecraft speedrun group. I'm sorry, whoever I just invited to that on GSA Discord, but either way, we got Runnosh in the booth as well. Runnosh, how are you doing? 2 back-to-back solid victories, 2 17s. Craft speedrun group.
Doing
I'm
good,
sorry,
doing
whoever I
good.
just
217s is nice.
that.
I mean, pretty much the strat was just to play it ultra safe. Like, I didn't go for anything risky. Obviously, it's not going to work so well down the line when I'm against people with faster PBs, but I think it's just a matter of experience playing the game, and GNC did really well. It was a lot of fun racing, a good sport, and it was a good race, man.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks to the tournament organizers, thanks to Runnosh. All around a good game. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I gotta say, GSC, I was pretty blown away when you got that backup pole glitch in game number 1. Were you
Yeah,
like expecting to grab that, or was that just like a YOLO? Oh my god, I got it.
That was completely YOLO, completely improvisation. I was as shocked as everyone else was.
Oh.
I love
I
it.
didn't even see that. Insane.
Yeah,
But
definitely something to go back and check out. Another reminder that if anybody in the chat, you know, that you see something crazy going on and you want to share it with others, make sure to go ahead and clip that and send it in the GSA Discord or post it on Twitter and tag us in it or whatever. We do occasionally make some highlight videos, and we'd love to feature and not miss any moments happen in the races. But yeah, sorry about the delay again, guys, but I'm glad we could make this race happen. It's definitely a fun one to watch.
Oh, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
These things happen, man. Thank you so much for organizing it.
Yeah, no problem. We won't keep you too much longer. As I know, Runnosh, it's past your bedtime, correct?
It really is.
Yeah, it's like 9 p.m. or something, 10 p.m. almost. It's getting really late. So we will let these racers go, but we do have a little bit more Mario action tonight. It's a little bit of a short night as we are wrapping up some rounds here, but we will have a lot more content coming up on the weekend as well as next week, so keep an eye on that. We will be posting the schedule on Thursday. So yeah, if you want to join the GSA Discord, follow us on Twitter. We'll be posting when that goes live, and we will see everybody after a little word from our sponsors, UAP. And yeah, we'll be back with some SMO in about, I don't know, probably like 15-20 minutes.